Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, we respond to one of your comments. I'm RJ.
And when your powers combine, I am Captain Planet.
Let's get to it. Today is the 30th of November. It's the last day of the month. And we're going to be responding to a comment on our Witchblade episode. James EO6 disagreed with us when it came to Witchblade. He said that we weren't being fair to Witchblade.
Right.
And that, perhaps we should take another look at it.
In so many words.
Yeah. So we did just that. In fact, earlier today, we went to the comic book store and looked through a bunch of Witchblade.
That's right.
And there's a couple questions that we want to ask you guys, the viewers, and we do want to respond to something, a couple things that James had said. And first of all, our Witchblade episode, we were really talking about the art.
Right.
We did make reference to the TV show, which we saw the trailer, and it looked awful. Apparently, people did like it, and we can't really talk about that because we haven't seen it. We couldn't find it online anywhere. Right. The only clips we could say were like trailers kind of thing, and it just looked really poorly made. The thing on her wrist looked goofy. And
it was like a gauntlet or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it is kind of in the book, too. But,
yeah, okay. It
was like plasticky or something. I mean, that's what we perceived on our only experience with that. So can't really talk about that. Perhaps that's good. You should take a look, see what other people are thinking about it. So when it comes to Witchblade, the comic, how long really should you read a comic before you make your determination of whether you're going to follow that?
Right. I when I picked it up, I read about 13 issues or so, I want to say.
Right.
And from those 13, I decided I didn't care to continue it.
And I probably did about 20 or so.
Okay.
First couple trades, whatever that is, 5 trades or something. And in fact, I flipped through them at the comic book store just a little while ago, and I remembered why. I mean, it's the same thing. It's full of the TNA and kind of shallow story as far as I was concerned. Although I did perceive that there could be some interesting stuff going on in the story, but I couldn't overcome the art and how heavy-handed it was with the fan service.
Right. Fan service being TNA.
And you were watching, or you were reading Darkness kind of at the same time and just decided to follow with Darkness. I mean, we can't read them all.
Nope.
So James had argued that the storyline has gotten better and that the art has changed. And so I wanted to look at the most recent issues of Witchblade to see if that was true.
Right.
And honest to goodness, a lot of the covers were her covered up, and she's got kind of a scaly armor over where she used to have skin. Excuse me. But saying that, there's still...
Yeah, we had to shuffle through a couple to find this one, but it was near the top.
This is still, unfortunately, how they sell Witchblade. So, us having given it a fair shot at the beginning, how are we to know that it's any different? Certainly not by this. I mean, anytime that I cared to look for Witchblade, or possibly just whenever it caught my eye, was because it was this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there were some issues of her, covered in her metal, like in the end of this book, she's wearing her, kind of more full scale, her scaly armor. I don't know if you can see that right there. She's wearing scales where there's usually skin, or used to be skin. There are, but those just kind of blended in, I guess. Or anytime I looked for Witchblade, this is what I saw.
Right.
The first advertisement for Witchblade is the same thing. When you look on pictures online, of course, it's all the fan service stuff.
So starting off with the first 20 or so episodes, and knowing that a scantily clad woman with, in my opinion, a fairly poor story or plot line, seeing this in the comic book store, seeing something scantily clad, it to me says, okay, well, they didn't really step up their game. The story's going to be the same. I'm not going to care for it.
Yeah, and when there's so many books out there to choose from, 150 titles at any one time, and there's books that start off so strong, like for say Irredeemable, just wonderful. His package is prominently displayed here a little bit, but at least he's covered up, I suppose. Anyway, very strong. Very strong book. I just can't put it down.
Yeah, from the very beginning, the storyline gets you, and you just stay with it.
And we also talked about the anime, Witchblade anime, and I own the anime. I've watched all of it, and I know you've watched at least a fair good amount of it. And I feel the same way about that. There's some potential there in the story, and I like some of the anime stuff they inject into it, like the relationships and the kind of family dynamic that shows up. And of course, that's in the book as well, but it's downplayed more than in the anime. But then they do stupid stuff like she's always naked, pretty much, and there's like this panting sound anytime she changes into Witchblade.
Yeah, like she's having sex with the
or something.
with the transformation.
Like, oh, come on, give me a break. But having said that, we can't read every book out there. So we would love, especially James, if you want to tell us what storyline, like where we should start in Witchblade, we might give it a shot there. That's
yeah. If you say start with episode this, that, and the other thing, I'm gonna go to this comic book store. I'll pick it up and I'll read it.
Yeah. And this is a show about opinions, so
yeah,
it's our opinion, and we're not even rating this as like scale of 9 to 10 or anything because we're not comic professors. It's just taste.
Comic professors. And just based off of what we think, this is we can only be truthful to you. That's all.
And let me pose you this question to all of you. Say that Star Wars, right? Say that we had them in order. So 1, 2, and 3, the latest ones, were the first. Say you watched the first one. Would you continue watching this series? I mean, I might possibly, because they're movies and I can get through them in 2 hours. But if you have 140 books, I mean, this is the latest iteration. There's more than this. It's like it's overwhelming. And it's like if you don't like the first movie, perhaps even the second movie, it's like
you're just gonna stop watching.
Yeah. Why would you continue? So, Star Wars is a cultural phenomenon, and but I think a lot of us, it would not be what it was.
If they started with Phantom Menace, it's a good thing they started with number 4.
Awful. I'm definitely a George Lucas. I'm bordering on hater. Yeah. Anyway. So to all of you guys, what do you have rules as far as like how long you follow a series before? Because there's just so many choices, and unfortunately we don't get paid to do reviews or to read all these things. We'd love to, but even when it comes to like major superheroes like Batman and whatever, there are storylines that I don't care about.
Yep.
Honestly, I hate Robin so much.
I'm okay with Robin.
I know you're okay with it, but that's opinion. So we're sorry that you feel that we didn't give it a fair chance, but we did give it a fair chance in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah. If you have any other comments, please let us know. Get back to Nick on.
Please, I would love to know the plot lines that you find most interesting.
Yeah, and that's why there's so many comics out there. Darkness appeals to people. Witchblade appeals to people.
Yeah.
Irredeemable plays. Whatever. X-Men, and there are people that are in the DC camp and people that are in the Marvel camp.
Marvel
wins, yeah. And people who love Image, we're going to be checking out New 52 comic here, also suggested by a viewer.
Yep.
Voodoo, and
that'll be next Monday.
Yeah, this coming week. And so anyway, we can say what we want, and you certainly can say what you want in your comments.
Yeah,
so.
and again, support what you love.
Absolutely.
Always. If you love a comic, support it. Throw money at it. I don't care. And then tell us, why you like it so much, and we'll give it you need a second chance. We'll reevaluate.
And I'm also certainly not claiming that Witchblade is like underground or not known, because it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
People do like it. In fact, we said that on the show. Like, we just don't understand why people like this so much. So if you want to tell us about that, why you like it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But think of all the stuff that wouldn't be if you didn't, if people didn't support it, even though the critics didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, so it is. It's your responsibility if you like it to support it. So we definitely want to leave you with that thought. Support it.
Support what you love.
What you like.
That's just how it goes.
To us, it's unfortunately not bad.
Sorry.
Not for now. I mean, I'll read this. I'll see. It's interesting because she's like fully clothed in her cop uniform in this one. But I also don't like the whole fighting worms in hell or wherever she is. I don't know yet. I'll find out though. So anyway. All right. I think that's it for today.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
All right. So please follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, send us comments, send us stuff you want us to review, send us your thoughts. We are going to get to your guys' comments. There's been a couple. We're going to be responding next week.
Yep.
And thank you so much. See you guys later.
Bye. Oh, and support what you love.
Yeah, again.
Bye. Yes.
We want to leave you with the thought of supporting what you love.
Support what you love. Whether it be rainbows.
No. That has to be the last words. 1, 2, 3.
Support what you love. Like rainbows.
Last words. Say it.
Support what you love.
Next time, it's Fooly Cooly, the anime. On today's Duel review, we respond to one of your comments. I'm RJ.
And when your powers combine, I am Captain Planet.
Let's get to it.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help him. You can fade out anytime.
Go to hell, bitch? Is that what you said?
Gonna help him put us under. Bad guys like to loot.
Did you like that? I hated it.
Captain Planet?
I freaking hated
Got
him.
like green hair or
I
something.
hated him. I hated him.
I didn't mind him. I liked it.
I liked wind and fire and
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
wasn't it like they're all elements or some dumb shit?
Yeah, except for Heart.
So stupid. Hated that.
That's what it was. Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart. Go Planet.
Who
We're the
created that?
Planeteers, and you could be one too. Cause saving our planet is the
good
thing to
God.
do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say.
You like Power Rangers too, so.
I did. Well, I liked the first incarnation for a little bit. I didn't really care for it much after that.
Captain Planet.
He's our hero.
Not my hero. Screw the planet. I flush even if I just pee. That's like the villain, greatest villain.
Doesn't everyone flush?
No, see, that's the thing. Is like if you're environmentally, you're not supposed to flush if you pee. You're only supposed to flush
But
if you leave feces.
then your bathroom in the house subsequently smells like urine.
Yeah, well, I don't even care about that. I just want to flush it every time. I'm like, screw you, environment. I flush it twice sometimes just for no reason.
Turn it off.
Stupid environment. What have you ever done for me?
Been in your home for 30-something years.
You brought me Captain Planet. I had to suffer through that crap because of you, environment. Carbon footprint my butt. Carbon footprint. Stupid cat. Wasn't that like Ted Turner's like?
I don't know.
Stupid.
I like this show.
You know what kids like today? The environment. Let's make a superhero about the environment, and you fell for it. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is non-existent.
What?
Since we got no place to go, we might as well review stuff right now. I don't know. There's no fire in here. Okay.
I'm on fire.
Hunk of burning love.
Hunka burning love.
I love Elvis. I'll be so near, just thinking about you. Decoration. Okay.
Sorry, Uncle Vinny.
What? He sings like that?
No, he likes Elvis so
Oh,
much.
I do too. It's just hilarious.
So much so that he named his daughter, he named his daughter Priscilla.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I have no comment.